Welcome to the Torah Birthing Podcast. My name is Batya and I. I'm a Kallah teacher and birth educator, and my mission is to help you have an awesome transition into motherhood so you could fulfill your tafkid with support and recognize the power that you have. The Torah is not just history, it's the guide for our lives, and it's a great way to work on mindset too. It's important to know, it's important to learn. Are you ready? Let's do this. Hey everyone. It's been a while since there's been an episode out. Over the summer, I was so excited because we had a powerful group of Jewish women just preparing for their births and figuring out what their options are, what they actually want out of their births, and being able to fully embody that desire to go unmedicated and minimize trauma and to be able to fully embody and face their fears and trust in their relationship with Hashem. And I am so excited for them to rock their births. We got due dates coming up and I cannot wait to hear back from them on how it goes. And so now I actually had a client last week who was going through a really, really rough time. And people were telling her that she was selfish for what she wanted to choose and as an unmedicated birth for herself and for her baby. So I had to tell my client that actually I have never seen a mother who did not prioritize her baby, and that there is no way that she is selfish for wanting to go unmedicated. So let's talk about it. Your desires for your birth. Your desires for your birth actually matter. And no, they are not selfish. If you want an unmedicated birth, you should be able to confidently and proudly stand for it and be able to be supported in whatever you want to do. And you should only surround yourself with the people who are going to be out there for you and cheering you on. That is what you need for your birth. But let's talk about the selfish part, because sometimes it doesn't always matter what people think. It matters what the essence actually is. So let's talk about selfishness in birth. As women, we are way too hard on ourselves because we feel this major responsibility to do everything exactly perfectly. I mean, our baby is literally depending on us during pregnancy. Your baby is alive and thriving because of you. You are their lifeline. And we always think about this because this is the message in society, and it's true. We want this. All that matters is a healthy baby, a healthy mother, and a healthy baby. That's the message that keeps going around. And the thing is that that is not the whole story. Because what if I told you that a healthy mother and a healthy baby is not enough? A healthy mother and a healthy baby physically is not the end goal, because there is more to it than that. It is not just about having a physically healthy baby and a healthy mother. There is an emotional side of it too. Because at lots of births, actually a third of all births in the United States, the mother and the baby come out physically whole and healthy, but something is wrong. The mother is so traumatized beyond. Sometimes she can't even think of having another baby. Sometimes she can't even think of taking care of her own baby. And it just turns into an emotional disaster. And everybody is looking at her like, are you completely crazy? Why are you so selfish? So you didn't get what you wanted. So you got treated and pushed around and whatever. This is what happens. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to listen to your doctors. And if you have to take the epidural, nothing matters as long as the baby was healthy and you were healthy and everybody is alive. Oh my gosh, can I tell you? That is the bare minimum. Because if you aren't emotionally healthy, if you don't come out of your birth feeling like, oh my gosh, I did this. I am so empowered. I got listened to. I got supported. I got everything I wanted and needed. Then you are not going to be an emotionally healthy and present mother. You're not going to be able to be everything that your baby needs. So just because a mother or you as a mother look physically all good and physically there doesn't mean that's enough. You need to fight for your emotional side of birth too. And so we need in birth not just physical health for the mother and the baby. We need also emotional health for the mother. And that is crucial to be able to take care of a baby and to be able to continue on. And here's the thing that is so scary is that we do not have control over all of this. We don't have control over what physically happens to us, and we don't have control over other people's actions and how they might influence our emotional ability. Yes, there are factors that we can control. We can do kick counts, we can look out for a healthy pregnancy, we can do different tests, we can go to our OB or a midwife. It is something that you should be doing for sure. And you can look after your emotional health. You can make sure that you have a good provider. You can make sure that you have all of the things that you need. But coming up on Rosh Hashanah, I want to talk about the other side of things because it is so scary that we don't have control over all of this stuff. But on the other side of this, it is so empowering that we don't have control over all this stuff because we have Hashem in control. It would be so scary if we didn't have Hashem in control because then everything is up to chance. Our physical health and our emotional health. We do what we can and then it's just up to chance. But you have Hashem running the show for you. So on Rosh Hashanah, we're crowning Hashem as king. And it's all lofty and holy, and oh my gosh, we're being judged. And Hashem is just trying to manipulate us and take charge and be in control. And we just have to serve him. So, first of all, Rosh Hashanah is actually about our relationship with Hashem. Because Hashem wants and needs us. It's a two-way relationship. Because if we want to crown Hashem as king, we need to be good, loyal subjects. In any kingdom, the regular king, he only is able to be king if he has people to rule over. So the same thing with Hashem. Hashem created us, and he set things up in a way where he wants us. He needs us. And he's asking us to crown him as king. And he's asking us to allow him in our human state to rule over him. To allow him, to rule over us. And so in order to do that, there are things that we need because we're humans with needs. So let's go back to the whole motherhood and birth conundrum that we have. You need a physically healthy mother and a physically healthy baby. And you need emotional health. And you are going to ask Hashem for his help with the stuff that you cannot control and with the stuff that you can control. And we learn all of this. We learn how to do all of this from the story of Chana Hanaviah. So on the first day of Rosh Hashanah, on the first day of Yom Tiv, in the Haftarah, we read about Chana. Because Chana was not just any woman. She was really special and really holy and really connected. And she had a close relationship with Hashem. And her tefillah on Rosh Hashanah could have been something very, very, very lofty. It could have been something very holy and, because she had everything she could have possibly wanted. She had an amazing husband who gave her everything she wanted, and she was really lacking for nothing. But Chana, on that holy special day, in that holy special time, in the Mishkan, Chana davened for a baby. She wanted a baby. And she davened quietly, and nobody could hear her. And she begged Hashem for her heart's deepest desire. And she was talking to Hashem. Like, this is my relationship with Hashem. Hashem is my king, and I am his servant. As a servant, I need things in order to be able to serve the king. Can't just serve the king if I have no tools. And I need a baby. And Kahn was standing on the side, watching her. And he thought that she was absolutely crazy. Like, how could you daven this way in this holy place? It looks crazy. And Chana explained to him that she really poured out her whole heart to Hashem. Because her wanting a physical child was not selfish at all. Because, like we just said, in order to be able to fulfill our tafkid, in order to be able to fulfill your tafkid, you need things. Wanting a physical child, wanting the physicality, is not selfish at all. It's the opposite, actually. Because a Jew's physical things are ruchnius. They are holy. Because Hashem gives us our human needs so that we could elevate them and that we can in turn transform them and make Hashem be our king. And because we're each unique individuals, we have our own things that we need and our own desires. And that reflects the way that we are able to crown Hashem in our own special way. So Hashem needs each one of us. In order for him to be able to be comfortable and present in this physical world, we need the physical things in order to create from them. So this is what you should daven for on Rosh Hashanah. What is it that you need in your personal life? And here we're talking specifically about your personal birth. And what is it that you really want? Because being thankful and holy and lofty is great, because it does not exist in a vacuum. Because in order to fulfill your tafkid in your human state that Hashem wants, There are things that you need. So this Rosh Hashanah is the opportunity to ask for the physical and emotional things as well. What type of birth do you want? Are you envisioning a powerful, unmedicated hospital experience? Is it a birth center? Is it a home birth? Anything else? Something in between? Whatever it is, whatever you emotionally want, to be supported, to be able to be the best mother for your kids, to be able to raise Hashem's children, it is important. This is Hashem's kid, just like Hannah's. And let's talk about the selfish piece of this again. Because as a mother, you have to be selfish. You have to be the one who feels capable and powerful. You have to be the one who feels supported and held. You have to be the one who has an unshakable, powerful relationship with Hashem. And when you have all of this, then you have what to give. You can give back to Hashem. You can go into motherhood and you can say, wow, look at what I just did. I got this. I was supported. I was empowered. I was connected. I was held. I felt myself doing this together with Hashem. And that was a really awesome birth. And when you go with this perspective, when you come on with this birth high, then you feel like you can do anything. And you can really rock motherhood. And you can be an amazing mother. And there is one more thing that you can do, right? The part where you do have some control over it. Once you own your pregnancy and birth choices, you are going to be so in tune with your intuition and you're going to know how to be a confident mother. And you're literally going to not care what everyone else thinks anymore. You're just going to be super focused on your kids and doing what's best for them and raising this individual child as Hashem's kid. And that's exactly what Hannah did. Hannah, she went into this confident before she was even pregnant, but it's never too late. Hannah stayed home to raise Shmuel for the first 2 years. And she could have done something else. She could have asked somebody else to help her out and to do it instead of her, more likely. She could have just passed off the entire job to someone else. But she knew that for her family, this was the best thing. And she decided confidently what was right for her child. She knew. Innately, she knew. Because Hannah started her journey with confidence, and so she mothered with confidence. Because she was the perfect mother for Shmuel. And so that's why this client of mine really made me think about this. She has needs in birth. People don't think that she should be going unmedicated. Maybe people are telling you that you're crazy for wanting to go unmedicated. And like, why would you ever do that? And maybe people are telling you that it's selfish. But look inside yourself. Yes, get all the information. Yes, get empowered. Yes, get the knowledge. Yes, continue going to your appointments or having your midwife come to your house, whatever your arrangement is. Yes, make sure everyone is good and safe. But what do you want from deep inside? What is going to make your birth the most empowered? And lots of times, the first step that we have to do is let go of certain things. You know what is happening in your pregnancy that is not serving you. And you know what you need to let go of. Whether it's your provider who is not being so understanding and listening and is very unsympathetic and doesn't have time for you. Whether it's a family member that is butting into your birth business and they shouldn't be. You need to find the way that you are going to feel supported. And if you need some help with that, I currently, as of this recording, I have 2 spots left for one-to-one birth coaching, where I go through your relationship with Hashem, what you get, so you can deeply understand why you would want to go unmedicated, and understanding and knowing all of your options, dealing with fear, dealing with pain, how to transform your perspective on it, and how to transform your fear, specifically your specific fears, into bitachon. How to actually make those changes and go into your birth knowing exactly, even with a written clear plan for other people to know, for the people who are supporting you in your birth to know exactly what it is that you really want and you really need in your birth. So I got 2 spots for that, and this is a $1,500 value. I am currently offering it for only $400, and it is 4 sessions of live coaching and a completely done for you set up video training course where you can go through it, and I'm going to sit there and walk you through how to actually find what it is you want inside and know the evidence and understand what's going on in birth and to bring it out. So if you're interested in that, please be in touch with me. I'm going to include the information for that in the show notes. You can email me, you can WhatsApp me, you can call me, you can text me, and you can reach out over Instagram, whatever suits you best. I am available. And those spots are still open, 2 spots. So be sure to grab one if you need this in your birth. And the other aspect of it that we talk about in the course too, make sure that you utilize your Rosh Hashanah to daven for what it is that you want and you need. Make sure to daven for the physical, daven for the emotional, and to be selfish. Because a mother who has that selfish mentality to fill up her cup will be able to pour from it. As a mother, you're going to be selfish and you're going to be able to give. You're going to do the work and you're going to daven. And it should be a great year where we see revealed miracles, Mashiach now, and have a ksiva v'chasima tova. I would love to hear what you think. Message me on Instagram @TorahBirthing or send me an email, torahbirthing@gmail.com.